Since the United States announced the withdrawal or relative retrenchment from the region a few years ago, there's been a lot of talk about what this means for Mediterranean security, what it means for European policy. And the truth is that although it still remains to be seen how much of that withdrawal is actually going to happen and what form it's going to take, whether it's going to be true withdrawal, whether it's only diplomatic disengagement relative to US engagement in other regions, it is clear that European engagement needs to be stepped up to the same degree that US engagement goes down. And it needs to be complementary because the United States is still interested and engaged in, let's say, its core countries and its core conflicts, where in relationship with its core allies to defend its interests, the key interests being, of course, Israel and energy, and perhaps to a slightly lesser degree, countering terrorism and violent extremism, alongside broader global interests that play out in the Middle East with its allies there. But as far as other parts of the region go, especially I'm thinking in the Maghreb countries, the United States government has made it very clear to the European counterparts that that's going to be their problem, and that preventing migrants to cross the Mediterranean, preventing conflicts from getting worse, ensuring stability in that region is going to be Europe's task henceforth alongside governments in the region. And in that sense, I think we're all hopeful looking right now at what seems to be a new momentum in European politics, with the new German government forming, with French elections coming up, with several governments in several European capitals more or less aligned in their intention to rebalance and perhaps, reinvigorate EU foreign policy, including through a series of institutional reforms. And hopefully that will give new momentum to a common European defense policy, to speaking with one voice in foreign policy, to member states agreeing on a common migration policy. I know all of this is a lot to ask, but if not now, then when?